Hey, welcome back to Hut Injection Coven and welcome Libra Crosswatchers. This reading is for you. If you've been dealing with a Libra or you're feeling drawn to their energy, or if you are a Libra wondering about your own connection, stick around. We'll look at their thoughts, their feelings, intentions, the mixed signals showing up, and what the universe wants you to know moving forward. And remember, as always, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get started. What does tarot need you to know? This connection feels divided when it should feel stable and supportive. The Four of Wands reversed shows distance, lack of unity, or outside influences creating tension between you. Someone may feel unwelcome, unsupported, or unsure where they truly stand, even though the bond itself isn't gone. For Libra energy, this highlights imbalance, one person craving harmony while the foundation feels shaky. Until there's honesty and alignment, this situation struggles to feel secure or celebrated. This person feels unsure about what direction to take with you. The Two of Wands reverse shows hesitation, poor planning, or fear of choosing the wrong path. They may be thinking about the future, but lack a clear strategy to move things forward. For Libra energy, this reflects indecision and imbalance between desire and action. Right now, they're reassessing rather than committing to a plan. This connection carries a strong, intuitive, and unspoken bond. The High Priestess shows deep feelings that are being kept private rather than expressed openly. Someone is watching, sensing, and feeling more than they're saying, trusting their own intuition instead of taking action. For Libra energy, this creates quiet tension between wanting clarity and honoring the silence. There's wisdom here, but it requires patience and trust in what's unfolding beneath the surface. There is strong attraction and passion here that hasn't faded. The Ace of Wands shows desire, chemistry, and a spark that wants to be acted on. Someone feels energized by this connection and tempted to start fresh or reignite things. For Libra energy, this creates tension between logic and impulse. The feelings are intense. The question is whether they'll actually follow through. This person feels curious and drawn to you in a light, playful way. The Page of Wands shows flirtation, excitement, and a desire to reach out or say something spontaneous. They may want to explore this connection but aren't fully grounded yet. For Libra energy, this brings mixed signals, charming interest without deep consistency. There's potential for communication, but it may stay casual unless it matures. Let's find out what they're thinking and feeling.
I'll ghost when it gets too real. I'm in love with you. You make me feel seen in ways no one else ever has. I'll let passion decide my next move. I don't know how to fully trust. I adore you. I have a lot of regrets. I won't disappear like all the others.
This person feels deeply drawn to you and genuinely connected, but they're conflicted about how close to let things get. On one hand, they admit they ghost when emotions become too real and struggle with trust, fear, and past regrets. On the other hand, they're expressing love, admiration, and a desire to be different this time, even promising they won't disappear like before. This contradiction shows an internal battle between running from vulnerability and wanting to choose passion and presence. The feelings are real, but consistency will depend on whether they can face their fear instead of repeating old patterns. What else do we need to know about your Libra connection? The butterfly, relationship evolving, in the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Patience, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Date night, get ready to be wined and dined. Addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block and restraint. Intuition, the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. The universe is asking you to lead with compassion, but not at the expense of your own well-being. Reconciliation is possible, yet it requires honest communication and emotional maturity from both sides. You're encouraged to put yourself first, trust divine timing, and stop forcing clarity where confusion keeps repeating. If someone leaves you feeling more unsettled than secure, it's a sign to reassess their access to you. Patience doesn't mean waiting forever. It means honoring your worth while allowing truth to reveal itself. Let's get some advice from the universe. Divine timing. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. Follow your passion, purpose, inspiration, joy, fulfillment. Patience. Some things still need to be dealt with for this connection to manifest. Embrace your divine purpose, destiny, calling, mission, growth. Free yourself. You don't need to be in control of everything for a love relationship to be successful. Stay committed to your journey. Dedication, perseverance, faith, growth. This connection is triggering growth and emotional transformation, but it also carries patterns of attachment and overinvestment. There is real affection and chemistry here, no doubt about that. Yet, intuition is warning you not to ignore red flags or confuse intensity with stability. A romantic gesture or date may still happen, but it should not override your boundaries or self-worth. Patience is required, but patience does not mean tolerating confusion or imbalance. Trust what your intuition is showing you and choose what feels emotionally healthy, not just emotionally tempting. If you're seeking a time frame, August brings a turning point where emotions, intentions, and actions finally align. This connection is intense, meaningful, and emotionally layered, but also marked by inconsistency and inner conflict. The tarot and message cards show real attraction, deep feelings, and a strong pull toward reconciliation, yet there's a pattern of hesitation, fear of vulnerability, and mixed signals. One moment they want closeness, passion, and a fresh start, and the next they retreat when things feel too real. The universe's advice centers on compassion with boundaries, honest communication, trusting divine timing, and putting yourself first rather than chasing clarity. What else you needed to know is that this connection is meant to trigger growth and self-awareness, not self-abandonment. August highlights a turning point where intentions, actions, or distance will reveal whether this bond can evolve into something healthy or if it's time to release what no longer aligns. Overall, this connection shows real emotion and attraction, but also hesitation and inconsistency that can't be ignored. August appears to be a turning point where actions matter more than words and clarity becomes unavoidable. Lead with compassion, but always put yourself first and trust your intuition when something feels off. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And as always, keep it real and keep it kind. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.